So IGN uploaded a lot of footage from the Call of Duty Ghost stream yesterday, and of course, where there's Call of Duty, there will always be Battlefield comments. Now, the discussion is the same as it's always been on people saying Battlefield is better or Call of Duty is better. I personally prefer Battlefield. I wouldn't play Call of Duty if I had the choice, but I think it's an alright game. It's not perfect, neither is Battlefield, but I just prefer Battlefield. But basically a major problem was that Call of Duty Ghosts, they were going over all the new mechanics and game modes, and they're finally doing something to spice up Call of Duty. Normally people say yes, it's a copy and paste engine, and a lot of Call of Duty fans can even say yeah, it seems the same, or they'd even say yo, Modern Warfare 2 was the best, when all of them seem the same. Now here's what really went wrong with this, because all of their mechanics, the Battlefield 3 community, we're pretty much just laughing at this. We're not laughing because Call of Duty is a bad game, and it's not a bad game at all, but we're not laughing because it's a bad game. We're laughing because these new mechanics DICE has been doing for years with Battlefield and Medal of Honor. Just because the new mechanics introduced were sliding. Sorry guys, I watched the video. It was sliding, more fluently jumping over obstacles, and I think while being able to shoot, and destructible terrain. All these DICE has been doing for years, and you can't help but really think, wow, that is kind of slow. Come on, you guys, we've been doing this for years now. But no one can just forget that Call of Duty does get more sales, and they're finally just now improving. They're really trying with this game. As you can obviously tell, they are trying, and the Battlefield community is just putting them down because this is old news. We've always been able to do this, and it's just kind of sad, especially because while they're increasing, while they're trying to do better, it's still not even near Battlefield. For example, they're now just doing destructible terrain. They said this is implemented so you can make new cover and make new routes and create traps for your opponents on the other team. Thing is, so far what was already shown, this is obviously not the final product. They can always improve on it. But what was shown was it was basically they shot something on towards the bus, and the bus fell. Now, you have to remember, they're now just doing destructible terrain. They have years to improve on this. But the fact is, Battlefield's been doing this for years, so now that they're in the running for this, you're comparing that bus. They're now just doing indestructible terrain, so they're shooting the bus, and it falls. Battlefield's been doing this for years. You take down a skyscraper. When you put those two together, it's always going to be a bad thing. You're always going to be on Battlefield's side for this. Like, yo, for real, we're against this. That's not even a challenge. Come on. We have skyscrapers that are falling, and you guys, you're just now working with buses and gasoline stations. Okay. Another problem is that Call of Duty they've even set themselves up for it, and this isn't about the terrain, it's about their community. People will always laugh, no matter who you are, or whether you play Call of Duty, Battlefield, Red Faction, Tekken, it doesn't matter. If you've heard Call of Duty, you've always heard that there will always be 12-year-olds on Call of Duty. That's the name they've made for themselves and it's just not good. When you think of Call of Duty, you think of 12-year-old kids on Xbox Live. Because I won't say there are no underage kids on Battlefield using mics. I won't say that. Because somewhere in the world right now, as I'm talking, there's probably someone like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, and all of a sudden their mom comes in and they're like, hey mommy, did you pick up the Lunchables that I asked for? And it's just, there will always be that, but it's more frequent and more apparent with Call of Duty, and it always will be unless something changes. So quick scoping, again, I won't say people don't do it in Battlefield, but you rarely ever see any videos about it. Feel free to prove me wrong if you feel like it. I'm just saying it I'm just calling it how I see it. But that's it. Basically, all that is the reason why we can't really take Call of Duty seriously. They're making, I won't even say making a comeback because they're leading right now. But they are doing a lot better, so comment, rate, subscribe, definitely for more videos. I just wanted to put this out in the air. Feel free to post your opinion, because remember, this is just my opinion. Everyone has their own, so be free to do that.